All right, what's up, guys? Redzone to Endzone. Week 3 predictions coming at you right now. To start off, we're going to go with the Falcons and the Titans. This week, I have the Falcons beating the Titans. Matty Ice going to light up that defense.
I'm going to go with the Falcons as well. I don't see the Titans being able to stop that dynamic offense.
I'm going to go with the Falcons as well. The Falcons are just going to destroy the Titans.
All right, and now we have the Patriots and Bills. I'm taking the Patriots over the Bills on this one. I just think that Tom Brady is getting better as he gets older, and that calf injury is not going to hold him back this week, and I'm just going to get the dub.
I'm going to go with the Patriots as well. I don't see any reason why that dynamic offense will stop now, even though Buffalo showed a good defense in their 3-0 start. I feel like Tom Brady will still win.
Okay, I got definitely the Patriots winning this one. The Bills are probably the hardest team they faced, but I sort of see the Patriots just destroying the Bills.
All right, and now we have the Chiefs versus the Lions. I think Chiefs are going to beat the Lions this week. The Lions have been showing that they're really kind of an underrated team this year, being undefeated except for the tie. But the Chiefs are just all around a better team. Mahomes can make any throw from anywhere on the field.
I agree with that. I see that Patrick Mahomes is going to light it up against the Lions as well with his probably better than last season's numbers, putting up better than his MVP year. And I don't see why the Chiefs can't win this game as well.
Oh, the Chiefs are definitely going to destroy the Lions. I just don't. There's not much to talk about besides just their offense is going to obliterate the Lions' D.
Yeah. All right, and now we have the Colts versus the Raiders. I'm taking the Colts in this one. I just don't think the Raiders are a complete enough team to beat the Colts. Frank Reich has been the man. He's been a really good coach this year, taking a team that looked to be in despair after Andrew Luck's loss, and they've been dominating so far on the field.
I'm going to be taking the Colts as well. I feel like everyone gave up on Colts when Andrew Luck went down, but Jacoby Brissett has been showing promise this season, and I feel like he will beat the Raiders this week.
Yeah, I definitely got the Colts winning this one. Brissett, I just think he's going to light it up. There's nothing that the Raiders can really do to stop him.
Yeah, all right, and now we have the Chargers away versus the Dolphins. But that doesn't matter because the Dolphins suck, so the Chargers are going to win.
I'm taking the Chargers as well because Miami, they just are terrible.
Yeah, there's not much to say. Having the Chargers over this one.
All right, and now we have the Browns versus the Ravens. I feel like taking the Browns in this one is an upset, and I am taking them because I feel like Baker Mayfield's fired up now that he's got Rex Ryan looking over his shoulder, making sure that he won't do well. And I think when he's got people looking down on him, that's when he starts doing better.
I'm going to be taking the Ravens in this game. I feel like that defense is going to put a lot of pressure on Baker, and I feel like Lamar Jackson is still going to show more promise in this game.
Okay, I got the Ravens winning. I definitely think that Baker Mayfield is not as good as he actually is. He's made up to be.
That's an opinion.
Wrong. That's my opinion, though. Anyway, I still have the Ravens winning this one.
All right, and now we have the Giants versus the Redskins. I'm taking the Giants over the Redskins on this one. Unless they start playing Dwayne Haskins, I really don't think there's any reason anybody should pick the Redskins over a team unless they're the Dolphins.
I'm going to be taking the Giants as well. Even though the Redskins have shown some promise and the Giants' defense sucks, I'm having faith in Danny Dimes this game.
The Duke of New York.
Yeah, I definitely have the Giants winning this one. I just don't see the Redskins being able to do anything with Case Keenum. Put in Dwayne Haskins, please. Your season's already over.
Yeah. All right, and now we have the Panthers versus the Texans. No matter how overrated Kyle Allen will be, that will not make the Panthers better than Deshaun Watson and his wide receivers. So the Texans are going to take it.
I'm going to be taking the Texans as well. I don't see how Kyle Allen could probably back up that performance throwing 4 touchdowns. And the Texans are overall just a better team than the Panthers, who have slowed down. Unless Christian McCaffrey can rush for 300 yards, I don't see that happening.
Yeah, I got the Texans winning this one. Last week I picked the Panthers to win. Obviously, I got lucky with that one. I was going to pick the Panthers to win, and they won some magic way. I don't know how. But this week, I definitely got the Texans.
All right, and now we have the Bucs versus the Rams. Jameis Winston's looking pretty good this year, but the Rams' offense have been looking good like for the past 3 years. So, and they have Aaron Donald. Like, what else do you want me to talk about?
I'm going to be taking the Rams in this one as well. Jameis Winston, for what is good he's been doing. Mike Evans putting up big numbers last week. it's not going to stop the Rams defense. They're just too good.
The Bucs defense is okay, but I think the Rams offense would just handle them.
All right, and now we have the Seahawks versus the Cardinals. Now, honestly, I think the Cardinals can win this game. I really do, if they had, more than one good player on the field.
You're right, they get 2.
But at the Seahawks, they got Russell Wilson, they got DK Metcalf, they got Tyler Lockett, they have a defense, they somewhat have an offensive line. It's too much for a Cardinals team that has literally broken glass.
I'm taking the Seahawks as well. I feel like their offense has been very explosive so far, and it's going to be hard for a Cardinals defense without Patrick Peterson to be able to stop it.
I got the Cardinals in the upset here. I know this sounds surprising, but I just think the Seahawks are not that good of a team. I'm sorry. Barely beaten the teams that you won against, and you also the Saints last week. I just think that's going to get in your head, and I got the Cardinals for the upset in this one.
All right, and now we have the Vikings versus the Bears. I gotta take the Bears in this one over the Vikings. I think their team is good enough to stop Dalvin Cook. I think the Bears are finally figured out everything they need to be a good offense after that slow start. And I just think Kirk Cousins is probably just gonna, retire mid-game.
I'm taking the Bears as well. It's going to be a good defensive battle, but I feel like the Bears are taking it. Not much on the offensive side besides the running backs for each team, but I feel like the Bears will be able to take control of this game.
Yeah, I was pretty torn up with this game. I think it's probably actually going to be close, guys. Personally, the Bears have a better defense, but the Vikings have a better offense. I think it's just going to be a battle whoever's defense breaks first. But I'm going to say the Bears are going to win this one.
All right, and now on to the Jaguars and the Broncos. Now, I'm just going to put this out there. This is the year of overhype. As I like to say, offense sells seats, defense wins championships. Now, Gardner Minshew is overrated as... And the Broncos defense, they haven't gotten much done so far on the field this year, but I still believe that they have a more complete and well-rounded defense, and Joe Flacco is going to ride that Bronco down the field.
I'm going to be taking Jacksonville in this one. I don't see any way possible that Joe Flacco is going to be able to stop the Jaguars defense, and I feel that Minshew Mania is going to destroy the Broncos defense. Throw for 3 touchdowns and 400 yards. Gardner Minshew taking the dub.
Don't fall into the hype, kids.
Okay, I got the Jags in this one. Personally, I think it could be a blowout. The Broncos are 0-3. I think that's just going to get through their head at some point. They're just going to collapse. There's not much to say here besides the Jaguars taking one.
Peter hiding in his hobbit hole.
I'm actually leading with predictions, okay? So
you're the king of predicting upsets, and now you're hiding in your hole.
Oh.
But guess what? The Broncos have 0 sacks.
Irrelevant. You have 0 sacks, therefore the Jaguars
I don't
will
play in the National Football League.
Gardner
Okay?
Minshew doesn't take sacks. He takes dubs.
Peter could take one step on the field, and all of a sudden the NFL would be like, oh my God, we have the new MVP of the league on the team, because he has put his foot on the green. Okay, to tone it down, we're going to move on down to New Orleans, and with some smooth jazz. It's going to be the Cowboys versus the Saints, and the Cowboys, I do believe, are going to lose this game because Teddy B, H2O, for those of you who don't know, is actually a really good quarterback. The Cowboys
Yikes.
just aren't as good as the Saints.
I'm going to be taking the Cowboys in this one. Teddy Bridgewater showed some promise in the game, and Alvin Kamara basically ran the offense. And Dak Prescott and the Cowboys are going to be going against their real first opponent, but I feel like they're going to be able to put on a show against New Orleans.
Yeah, who dat? The Cowboys, who dat? Nobody knows who they are. I'm just kidding, they're 3-0. But they're headed down to New Orleans, and I just think it's going to be, I think it's going to be a close game, actually. But the Cowboys, I think, are overrated, as they haven't played very many good teams. So congratulations for being 3-0 against mediocre teams.
At the Packers.
All right, and for the last game of the week, we are moving on to the Steelers and the Bengals. I have to take the Bengals on this one because the Steelers look like a teenage girl's iPhone that has fallen down the stairs at least 5 times at this point. The glass is just shattered on this one. You can't. No ultra-wide camera lens is going to fix this, boys and gals. All right, the Bengals and Andy Dalton.
Bengals.
They're going to light the field on fire like the Titans lit their own field on fire.
I'm going to have to go with Aaron on this one, too. Bengals showing some offensive promise. Tyler Boyd being pretty good. And then John Ross showing some promise for that number 9 overall pick. I don't see any way Mason Rudolph is going to be able to step up in this one. I'm taking the Bengals.
All right, boys, we have the upset here, okay? Listen to me here. This is probably the second best matchup besides the Packers-Bears, okay? Listen, every time these two teams step on the field and fight each other, it's chaos, okay? I got the Steelers winning this one. It's going to be a close game, but I'm just predicting the upset. Obviously, Steelers are 0-3. But maybe they can turn it
Both of them
around.
are 0-3.
You would pick the Steelers to beat the Bengals over the Broncos to beat the Jags?
Are you on crack?
Nah. Let's predict the upset.
The last time somebody made a prediction that stupid was when God was a boy.
For him, man.
All right, guys, that is that for this week's predictions. Tune in whenever this video gets posted. Make sure to like and subscribe. Follow the Twitter and Instagram. Do everything. Right, and we're going to be doing a giveaway. Some squirt.
Signed by the caster of Redzone to Endzone.
Exactly. This will have his signature. He's Yvonne, by the way. My signature, you already know my name, and Peter. All right. If you want a half-filled bottle of squirt, it'll probably be empty by the time we get it to you. Peace.